Hello, and welcome back to one last little go at Outer Wilds, where, last time we finished the DLC, we had, I don't know, didn't feel like an ending, but we got to the end of it, and we didn't get any credits. We got a cool little kind of cutscene thing, where we were showing our memories of everything that's happened and what's happened in the universe, to the kind of guy we came across. But there's still a little more we can do here. There's one thing in particular I have in mind that I'd like to do. I am probably going to mark the stranger still, because I want to go back here. So we're going to mark that so we can go. But yeah, we've got a little bit I want to get done. I'm trying to think, what's the best order to kind of do this in? I think what would make sense, at least to me, there's a seed going by. Where is Ashtwin? It's over here. Because this is where we're going first. Weirdly. I'm hoping the sun's behind Ashtwin. We're about to go into. That's fine. But yeah, if we head to Ashtwin, we need to not autopilot for a moment. We have a few endings, because I did a little bit of reading last time, just to check what I was going to do today. So I'm gonna quickly try and land on the Ashtwin, because we got some stuff I want to get done. Got some stuff, and I hope I'm not on the equator. Am I on the equator? I'm on the equator. I do not want to be on the equator. Let me back up, please. I'm going to park slightly off from the equator, if possible. That should be about good enough. Let me just wait for a little while. Because there's a few endings which I can do, which shouldn't be anything too difficult. I don't think, anyway. I think one of them is something I'm going to try and do now, while attempting to do something else. Because last time we saw the ending where we went to the what you call it, stranger with the warp core black holy thing that powers the sending memories back in time device inside of Ashtwin. We're going to do that again, but we're going to do it slightly differently this time. So if I head over to, essentially, I head over to what I did last time when we finished off the DLC. But I keep Warp Core with me. I believe we get a different ending. I think all we need to do is have the Warp Core then die at the campfire thing and just live inside the simulation, I guess. Which seems a little odd, but yeah, that should be an ending, I believe. I'm just kind of waiting for time to pass. I should maybe just waited at a campfire, I'll be honest. Might have been the sensible move. Let's see. It's heading around roughly the equator. We've got the sun tower. That's fine. Like, this is the towers we're looking for, just here. Let's try and land briefly. There we go. Yeah, we want to be able to get inside. We want to be able to get to the Centre of Ashtwin project is what we're after. So yeah, we're just going to wait. I'll take a little step back. Yeah, that is one of the things we'll be doing involving this. There's then going to be another two that involve the centre of the universe. Or not the centre of the universe, energy core to this thing. I mean, I guess free, technically, other things. There's a lot involving this to get endings. So yeah, one of the endings, like I say, we kind of live in the simulation. We're gonna do that one first. I don't know what the actual ending does entirely, but it should be fun. It's the only one I'm going to reveal for now, and this is one of the only streams of Outer Wilds where I'm gonna be quite happy to have back season, because I want to know kind of what I'm missing. If people come by and they want to fill me in on it, that's all good. Let's wait for this to pass by. I think it'll take long enough that I'm safe to be inside of this tower now. I think. Let's just wait here for a second. And then we wait. It's all good. It's all good. Turn on my lights. Might as well. Yes, that gives us one thing that I want to do. We're going to be coming back here a lot though. One of them I think's more unique than the others. It's not really an ending. It's just something cool that you can do. There's one which I think is an ending. And I don't think it's a particularly good ending. I don't think it's like a, hey, you've won kind of ending. It's a, yeah, you maybe weren't supposed to do that. That's a bad idea, you silly person kind of ending, you know? Which, I mean, I'm down to get the silly person ending. That's fine. Yeah, just continuing to wait. 3 minutes of oxygen? That is perfectly good, don't you worry, game. I hope that's perfectly good. It should be. I sincerely hope it is, because it's going to be quite depressing. If I waited this long only to immediately be dying after. Like, guy just needs to hold his breath. That's all we've got to do, you know? Yeah, wait for the sand to drop a little more, and now we should be stood on solid ground. Yes, we are. The rest of that sand disappears. There's now a teleporter. We now wait. Once that pillar of ash passes overhead, which sounds like it's coming soon, we're safe to jump in. Any second. Give it a moment just to make sure we're safe. And we teleport. Lovely. Yeah, I was right. We have trees in here. We're all good. So, we're going to be coming back here a few times. For now, we want to finish off the DLC stuff mostly. So I've got a couple of things I want to be doing. I mean, the thing I've mentioned is only the ending I know about. There's something else I want to try. Because equally, I'd like to do the... what do you call it? So you know how there's a code you can put in for... quickly go through this. There's a code you can put in for turning off those lights. I should theoretically be able to open up the... whatchamacallit, that's inside of the diving bell. The vault? Coffin? I don't know. I know the prisoner's body is sealed. Yeah, we're getting ending music. That's all good. We're not actually ending just yet, but cool. Next, we're heading to the stranger. Let's make sure I'm not too close to the sun. We just want to fly towards this. And we can now engage autopilot. Have a quick drink while that happens. Yeah, this very, like, climactic music's going on. We're going to be hearing this a few times today. Not too many times, mind you, but a few times. Rotate myself. I think we want this kind of an angle. Go down. We land inside of here. Let me think, what is the best way to be doing this? I think for this ending, probably we go over this way, honestly. We go in the back door, get to the top of the dam. Where's the entrance? Was it further along? It is dark in here. There we go, I found the way back. Activate you. Brings down the lift. There we go. Yeah, because what we're wanting is to go for the diving bell. Is my kind of primary thing we're after. There is just two ways this can kind of end. There's one I don't want to happen, which is we just have warp core, or whatever energy core this is. What is it called? It's called a warp core. I was right. If we just have this and the galaxy ends, then we win. Also just noticed, through the warp core you can seemingly see through the water. Like, at least if you're above it. Which is interesting. Yeah, we've got a handful of things we want to do. Primarily, what we need to do is have this core dropped, then we die in that fire while we've got an artifact. I've not got an artifact with me yet. However, I plan to come back here later anyway, so I'll just leave the core there. We don't actually need it. All we need is an artifact. But I plan to come back to here. Let's make my way up. There's going to be an artifact. I want to say in one of those buildings. I don't actually know. Yeah, I actually aren't sure. Ah, well. Head round this way. I'll just go this way, it's quickest. Should be safe to jump into the water once we get partway up. So I'm aiming to get over here. Is where I want. Is that the sound of a dam breaking? Lovely. That's not gonna work then. Plan 2. Die, I guess. No, we're fine, That's not entirely gone to plan. I'm gonna have less time than I thought I would. That raft is upside down, it doesn't help. You know what, it does help me slightly. In terms of I'm not gonna go crashing into any electrical wires. So I'm gonna go back on top of this. Even if it's upside down, that'll help. I don't think my lights can improve it at all. We're not going to be going any quicker than this. Let's keep an eye out for any other rafts. So all I need is an artifact. That's all I need. I'm trying to think, where do you get artifacts from again? So I kept getting it from like the same one spot. Okay, there's a raft that's right way up over in the distance. This is fine. I know roughly where I'm heading to. So I think we've got an artifact somewhere in this area, don't we? No? I actually can't remember. Oh no, it's terrible. I've forgotten. I should have got an artifact first. That's what I should have done. So I want to free the prisoner. Is what I want. And I then want us to just live in the simulation together. Because I don't know if that's an ending. I don't know. Because I'm thinking it might just chuck me into the ending I'm expecting. Without giving me a chance. Send me this way, please. This is fine. I think I might just have to go for this ending from the warp core. Because I feel the one with seeing what's inside the prisoner's thing is going to take possibly too long for this cycle, unless I get stuff set up first, then I leave the stranger and then come back. So I can come back. Now that I know that there's the extra door actually on top of the dam, I can get in here whenever, even if the dam is broken. It's definitely an idea. Definitely an idea. Yes, I was right. They have an artifact. Hooray. Why is it not working? Is it like right click, I remember? There we go. That should hopefully no longer be automatically focusing. So, what I need is it that one? It wasn't that one, it's this one. That opens up. I don't know how long we've got. That's the biggest issue here. Oh no. Okay. Doze off briefly. Wake up. Oh, we've got the fancy music in the background. Okay. I guess expected, but not entirely expected. All I need to do is get down on the river. That's all I need. That way is not a quicker way to do it. Let's go past here. Drop down. Head on in this direction, I think. Yeah, that seems to be correct. We then just need to go down the lift. Come on. There we go. Technically, we don't need this artifact. Really? For a lot of this, we can just wake up. Which is a valid point. Yeah, we don't need this artifact. Aside from getting that raft. We just ditch this, because we need to wake up anyway. We'll keep it. That's fine. So from here, we just need to jump off. That's fine. There we go. Then we head out in this direction. This is all good. I know what's going on. We're fine. We're going to be extremely hard pressed for time here, aren't we? Extinguish you. In fact, I need to go wake up anyway. Just jump in the water. Yeah, the game is very excited. This is fine. This is fine. Game being excited isn't anything too new. Let's land on here and try and make my way out. There we go. Now, there's two ways we get an ending here. One we've already got, and then there's the one I'm aiming for. And then there's something else I want to do, but I'm thinking we might not be able to do it at the same time. So what we need to do, technically, is we need to die while at this fire. That is a definite ending. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna very, very quickly go into here. Wake up. I need to go down. I think this should be fine. Yeah, that's a fine enough drop. It wasn't the most pleasant of drops, but it was fine enough. And down here, we've got some combinations to try. However, I might just Google it. We're really pressed for time. Is this the third seal? Which seal is this? This is third seal. Okay. Quickly pause. We're gonna Google this. Because I'm worried. Outer Wilds DLC. Third seal. Combination. So someone will have found out the combination. Yes, we do have actual codes attached. Someone's found that. Okay, okay, I can do this thing. Is it cheating? Kind of. You're not meant to do this, but we need it to see what's inside of the box. Doesn't something ever get told in the game? But we want to change this. It wants to be half moon, 3/4 moon, planet, 3/4 moon, half moon. Put away my lights, honestly, we don't need it anymore. This is fine. We're like blatantly cheating, but it's fine. Okay. Extinguish you. I just want to see the body of a prisoner. I want to see it. I don't think it's going to do anything. But I want to. As for this one, it's going to be quicker just actively doing this. That one was up. That one's up as well. Oh. Got our path. This will now let me, if I jump in the water, wake up. But the music stopped. Oh, am I slightly too slow? I think I'm slightly too slow. No, it's still going. It's still going. Okay. There he is. There's our guy. The prisoner. Whose, yeah, light is still going. That's pretty cool. He looks about like what I thought he would. Anyway, last thing to do. I'm glad you managed to do this at the same time. Is this should get me an ending. Now we're just kind of in here, which is fun. We just need to give it a moment. Yeah, there we go. How much time has passed? You don't even bother to hunt you anymore. Time passes and passes until your life before is some half-remembered dream. I didn't quite catch the last of that. But that's a proper ending. I don't know how proper an ending it is, but we get credits, you know? See, that's one of the things I wanted. Where you just kind of live out the universe not existing, but inside the simulation, and you're actually dead in the real world. It's an interesting one, which likely you don't really need, but yeah, it's an interesting one. Jump into here. We would like this. We next. Is it just Ash Twin again? I'm trying to think. I think it is just Ash Twin again. In which case, you know what? I was gonna say we go to the campfire down below. No, there's other stuff we can do, and also the way Mark's gone, isn't it? I again want to go to the stranger. There's an achievement I can go for it. I wanna see if it does anything. I wanna see if anything happens. Because as we're aware, you get into the simulation through sleeping at a bonfire while holding an artifact. What happens if it's not one of the green bonfires? I'm assuming it won't do anything. I know there's an achievement for it, but I don't know what happens. So I'm kind of just curious for this one. It's not in any way important. Flawless landing. As usual. Brilliant. There we go. Jump out. All needs an artifact, and then we can leave. Let's jump into this. Go. Make my way over. Yeah, we just need to grab the artifact from in here, and then we leave. That's fine. That is a-okay, assuming I can make the little jump. Grab you, and head back the way we came. Now, I want to doze off anyway, so we can pass a little bit of time for the Ash Twin project. I say a little bit of time. Quite a lot of time is actually what I'm after. Because we're not doing an ending right now. We're doing something else which will require the star to blow up. But it's going to be slightly different to what we're used to. Yeah, all I need to do is grab this. Take off, we spin around, and we leave. I don't know which of these is Timber Hearth. Looks like that one, I want to say. Yeah, it's Timber Hearth there. Make sure I'm going around the sun. Now we can do autopilot. Yeah, got one ending already. I'm happy with that. All we need to do is jump on in through that. You know what? We don't actually need Timber Hearth, do we? We needed the twins, didn't we? If I make my way over to Ember Twin, there should be a campfire there I can use, which is closer to Ash Twin, where we will be going. So it makes sense. Now, where actually is the fire? Now, that's the question. I'm not immediately seeing a plume of smoke. There it is, I see the plume of smoke. We just want to land, I'm gonna say, about here-ish. There we go. Should be safe. Fill up in fuel, just on the off chance that we don't. And now we have a quick sleep campfire. I mean, you can talk to the guy as well. Got your signal? We do have your signal, sure. Hello. Anything to talk about? Yes, I have a question. I found something. Nah, not much, I guess. Universe is dying. Yeah, what? I don't, what? I mean, say there are modern nomai out in other parts of space. I believe universe, all of it, the whole thing is dying. Currently? Right now? If that's true, how could I have missed so many signs? Supernovae were there, but I've been studying the stars for, well, what does it matter if, oh, I'm very sorry, but I'll have to look over my charts. I hope you don't mind. Ah, sure. I've made it up a bit of a crisis. Yeah, quickly those off here. What happens? Nothing. Fair enough. That is worth checking. So, what I can do is I can probably check this. It looks like actually I've spent enough time getting this artifact that we should be safe enough to go to the Ash Twins, depending on what I'm doing. What I'm about to do is probably going to be the ending if I go for it right now, or I can wait and get something more interesting. I think we'll go for the interesting instead. I'm gonna go for the more interesting thing that's not an ending. So we're gonna wait a while longer. This is fine, I'll have a quick drink of water. We need the universe to blow up, is the issue. Is that long enough? No, there's still quite a lot of dust on there. I think we keep waiting for Ash Twin. We can like eat some marshmallows. That's fun. It's a slightly toasty marshmallow. I believe there is an achievement and I guess technically an ending of a kind. Ending on marshmallows, which is interesting. So I might do some more marshmallows in just a bit. In just a bit. Just wait. Wake up again. Ash Twin's looking sufficiently barren. I don't want to risk it anymore, is the thing. Although, nah, we've probably got quite a while left. Also, that's not my ship. That's Church's ship. My ship's over there. Can doze off a little longer, I think. I don't want to do too long. I think another minute and a half. Yeah, that should be about correct. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. There's still some stuff left on the Ash Twin, but I know everything kind of ends shortly before the like ashes. In fact, no, slightly after, not slightly before the ash is gone. Because the place does run out of ash. That does happen. So it looks like we are about in time to land on, yeah, one of those. Lovely. Land my ship. I'm gonna say just down here. This is okay. I've got my fuel filled up, so I should be able to make it up top. Wait a way up. Make my way down. And then we just kind of chill in here for a while. This is what we do. Yeah, Yeah, we only need to be in the center when everything ends. Just wait for the ash to come back. Got this artifact still, just because there's no point really having it with me or in dropping it. So might as well have it with me. It's a cool enough thing to have. There's a lot of cool noises you can make with it. None of which are important. Yeah, now we just wait. And we can jump in. And now we continue to wait. Where I'm not entirely sure how this works. I think we need to jump into the center of this in a minute. Which means I want to have it open. Send that over. Send it up. Great. Now we simply wait. I'm gonna just sit down here for a bit, so I can launch myself directly up. So yeah, lovely weather we're having, right? I don't know when the universe explodes. Or the star explodes, sorry, to be more accurate. Like, it will happen. I'm fairly sure we go in over there. I don't know where the memories get sent back. Rob, I know a black hole is going to be made to send stuff back in time. Is it by the masks? But masks were just an indicator. I'm not sure. Masks might be more than just an indicator. Also, interestingly, 3 masks are lit. I know there's me and there's the... is it Gabro, I want to say? The one who's kind of just chilling in a hammock. There's the 2 of them. Who's the 3rd one? I don't remember who the 3rd one is. They just continue on waiting. I'll not lie, it's kind of boring waiting, but it's something we've got to do. We've got some cool music as well. I think this music only really plays while in here. So, I mean, it's supposed to be kind of a grand moment when you find this place. Yeah, just continue to wait. You know, I'm just gonna wait by this, because it means I don't need to do anything. See, if music stopped. Does that mean the universe is ending? Let's see, because we can try and scan something. Yeah, no, it's ending. Hooray. Perfect, we got our cube. I was worried to be waiting here for a while longer still. But I'm fairly sure the energy is being pumped into this. Do you see where the lines are going? Like, it should be that we just jump into the middle here, and we'll be sent back in time. Right? I think that's how it works. We'll need to wait and see. We'll need to wait and see. Continue waiting. Sun's about to explode because that's the end of the little musical chime. Now it's getting all the energy it needs. We jump in. And yeah, our memories are also sent back in time, but so are we. So are we. And this is the interesting part we were going to be doing. Oh look, it's another cycle. Everything is normal. Promise. One thing I'm going to quickly do, just to remember this as a thing. This is a thing. And we've got an achievement. Not an ending, but I think that's an ending in a way because we're not eating any more marshmallows. We've got an achievement now. It's all we were at. Yeah, next I need to get the warp core again. Meaning we're going to be going to here. Setting a marker like that is incredibly useful. Got that there. Which one is that? Is that a quantum moon? What are you meant to be orbiting around right now, friend? I don't know. I've got a picture of you, so you're not going to disappear. Let me have a quick explore. Are you orbiting Timber Earth? No. Maybe? Eh, it's not really important, is it? Unable to pinpoint locations, I can't use the map. That's a shame. Alright. I'm gonna leave. We don't need the moon. That's fine. What are you orbiting for? Ah, yeah, there we go. We've got 2 locations. I'm in 2 of them. I'm both here and somewhere else. Which is interesting. We'll see what that's about in a minute. I just need to get back into this area. Which means I want to find that campfire again. Where are you? Campfire is hopefully, yeah, just here. Let's quickly land. There we go. Open the hatch. You've got a lovely campfire to settle down at. This is all good. Yeah, doze off, and we're going to have to wait for quite a while here, I think. Yeah, it's just waiting. A lot of waiting this stream. But it's going to be a relatively shorter stream, I think. But I wonder. I don't think time passes when I tab out, no. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I can look up if I'm missing any other endings. Because I've got one I'm going to aim for still, which I'm going to do just now. And then we're going to go back for the main ending. Where I think the prisoner should be at the kind of final campfire. That should be long enough, right? Yeah, looks like we waited a bit more than we needed to, but that's fine. For this ending, we're going to have a lot more waiting to do. Quickly refuel. Scout error. Lovely. I don't know where it ended up, but I got a scout error, so that's fun. Just make my way out. I'm trying to figure out where the ash twin is. It should be somewhere along the equator to find the ash twin. Which means, yeah, there it is. We are going to need my ship again, so just park it here for now. It's moving in that direction, which means, yeah, we want to go this way. We want to follow it, and we want to jump into this area in just a second. We went a little too quickly and bounced, but we're fine. We've got a little bit of time. Now we wait. Let's give it a moment. Yeah, we can go find out what this duplicate signal is all. Because we've got a copy of ourselves. He just kind of sits around in here for us. Hello, me? Talk to self. Whoa, I can just scream. What have we done? Jumping into a black hole was a terrible idea. It was. But I need to know what happened. Okay. Okay, I'm calm. Whoa. Screaming again. Continue screaming. I think that's us. You good? I'm good. What the heck happened? You're me, but I'm as confused as you are. Do you think we have the same memories? Good question, let's see. And we're all time loops, including the last loop, and I jumped into a black hole here. What about you? Yeah, but it seems like our memories diverge at start of this loop. Makes sense to me, seeing how jumping into a black hole is definitely what created two of us. Hey, what do you think happens if you don't jump into the black hole again at the end of this loop? Huh, that's a good question. Something I'm wondering about. We're in thoroughly uncharted territory at this point. Unlike all the other time manipulation we experienced. Being sassy. You can't sass me. You are me. Does this kind of prove we're the same person though? Anyway, it's been good talking to you. Me. Incredibly strange, but good. See you around. Have I got any more? Yeah, it's the greatest day of my life. Sure. Yeah, this is great and all, but is it the greatest? What about the day we, you know, what about that one? Ah, right, yeah, that's still probably the greatest one, you're just not wrong. I know, right? It's probably the next greatest day of our life after that one. So, you think it's okay there's two of us? Well, we're talking to each other, nothing exploded yet. You know, seems positive. But Dawson always says that means the date's going well. Yeah, but it's Slate's definition of a boring date. Makes sense Dawson and Slate never dated. But the whole mishap with Dawson's eye. Ugh, yes, the eye thing. Yeah, that's... yeah. Sure is. Uh-huh. Quickly changing the subject, you know how we jumped in the black hole that opened up the end of the last time loop? What do you think would happen if you don't jump into this time? I guess we'll find out. I guess so. At any rate, it's been good talking to you, me. Incredibly strange, but good. See you around. Yeah, there's one surefire way though to not jump into that hole this time. With that being me jumping into the sun and dying. Or any other method of dying, you know? That just seems like a very surefire way to do it. Although that being said, there is another method I kinda want to do. Can I do this again? Let me try and get back into the sink. I don't know how long we've got left in this loop. But I want to actually go back. I know we want to get the core out. So that's a surefire way to not go into a black hole, right? So I've not messed with this. I've not read too much into this one specifically. So I'm kind of curious what happens. And is that just the sun? Can I zoom out slightly? There we go. Yeah, because I'm currently there. Bash pillar's coming around. We'll have it soon. Yeah, I can hear it now. Just to be safe, I'll launch that there. You know, that's not gonna happen. We just wait for it anyway. I was gonna say we can rotate it around to see how close it is, but nah, you can start seeing it now anyway. Jump back in. Yeah, quickly make my way over here. Gravity is incredibly high here, weirdly. Like, despite it saying it's only 1.1 times gravity, it's strangely high. Yeah, do that. Do this. And if there is no loop, because there is no core, what happens? So there's another ending I do want to aim for. It's one which I think we might be able to achieve, honestly. I'm going to be kind of pressed for time. I think we can. Quickly refuel my jetpack. We just need to attach onto anything. Literally anything. And leave. As long as we're locked onto something, the autopilot will let me leave. If you're not locked onto anything, then legally you're not allowed to leave the solar system. It just autopilots you back in. So, there is no looping. Nothing's going to be sent back in time. I do know there's an ending that comes from this. So we're going to see. I'm going to turn around so we get a bit better of a view. And continue increasing in speed. Or I guess technically decreasing. It's getting into a more negative number as we move away. I don't know. I think we're increasing in speed, just in the wrong direction, right? Like, that would be correct. Yeah, we just leave. The stranger is encountering an error. Which is weird. Does it just actually leave the solar system after a while? Possibly. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm just keeping track of how fast we're going, mostly. I don't think we're anywhere near close enough to have to worry. But I'm going to keep on moving, just in case Supernova does reach out to here. Like, who knows? Maybe it does. Maybe it does. God, yeah, no, we are really leaving at this point. We barely even see the sun. let's quickly check. Where am I? So that's the solar system. I'm all the way over there somewhere. UI is not having fun. Alright, let's keep on going. I mean, I want to say this is going well. It's hard to say it's going badly. Like, I've done what I'm trying to do, which is just get the hell away from our galaxy. Or our solar system, sorry. I'm curious how far we're able to actually get to. Like, we're still going faster. Which, I mean, makes sense. There's not anything in the way, right? Right? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's continue on moving. Thing is, it's quite likely just a skybox. All of the stars. I doubt we can actually go to it. Honestly, just because the stranger being highlighted is slightly ruining the view. There we go. That's our sun. All the way over there. This is probably safe. I mean, it should be blowing up soon, right? Like, we are continuing to move away from it, but I don't think it's in any way significant, the fact that we're not accelerating now. Because that's tiny, that's smaller than the little cursor in the middle of the screen. God, this is what it's like when you just leave to get like some milk or cigarettes or eggs, or like just leaving the sun behind, you know? It's only getting smaller as well. Which would make sense. I'm getting further and further away. Like, how far am I now? About 2 kilometers. And strangely, we are still accelerating. It's probably because the Brittle Hollow's orbiting the sun. So it'll get further away, and then it'll get closer. Right? So it shouldn't still be accelerating. That's weird. I'm gonna keep accelerating away. It's about to blow up. Yeah, you can see it changing colour. Now it's gone. And there it goes. I think I'm safe. Yeah, we've broken space-time. It's the second way to do this, is having been through the black hole, and then not continuing to go through it. So we didn't get the ending I was aiming for. Which, yeah, fair enough. We're gonna have to go flying out away from the sun again. I wanted to do that, but I think it was worthwhile, breaking space-time continuum. You know? It's a good time, all in all. There's also an achievement we can do where we just die quick enough into a loop. I'd imagine going and standing in the fire immediately is how you can do that. Might do that this next loop. For now, We want to go to here. There we go. Fly up. Try not to crash on my way out. And autopilot. There we go. Just doing this exact same procedure again. Like I said, we're going to be going to the centre of Ashtwin a lot. A lot of the endings are tied to this. Very few aren't. And even the ones that aren't... I mean, there's the space-time continuum one isn't tied to it as a proper ending. And it's what we just got, which was tied to it. But there was a second way we'd already done it. Through using the scout and the high energy lab. So yeah, no, I think all of the endings, seemingly, except from the one where you just die without having activated the statue right at the start of the game. Which I did get that ending. Like, I didn't mean to. I did get the one ending that's not in any way tied to it. Which is pretty fun. Anyway, doze off. Got quite a while to wait. I'm gonna say we'll leave this for 15 minutes. It's gonna be quite a while, but it should be perfectly long enough. Thankfully, it's 15 minutes in this time. Not like actually 15 minutes. So yeah, we just wait. Might check my phone quickly, you know. I don't know. There's not a lot currently to do while we wait. And no one's really dropped by the stream, so I don't really have anyone to talk to. Ah well, that's fine. I'm having a good time anyway. They're all missing out. They don't know what they're missing. I mean, die within 60 seconds of waking up is an achievement. Just looking at them now. Use oxygen in an ill-advised manner. All instruments simultaneously. We can do that this time, probably, yeah. Yeah, there's a couple achievements you can do back on... Yeah, okay. A couple achievements we can do back on Timber Hearth, I believe, as well. Yeah, keep on waiting. You know, that's probably been enough, right? I can't open my map for whatever reason. I think my jetpack's permanently stuck boosting me up. Which is weird. There we go. Figured it out. I've stopped it. What's my map not want to? That is a weird one. There we go. Got it now. We want to go to Ashtwin. Ashtwin. It is over there. Lovely. And we're slightly too late. Damn it. So that's just passing the two towers just there, yeah. Ah, well. That's fine. That's fine. We can wait a little longer. It's not as if waiting a little longer is going to do anything bad to us, right? Let's make my way up. Continue making my way up. And there we go. You know, pretty looking kind of warp pads, aren't we? I do like them. But we just wait. I'll also just send my scouts wherever it might end up. What adventure is my scout going on? Not a particularly exciting one. I think we left the lens cap on. Oh no, it's found its way back. Have we got a quantum moon orbiting us? I don't think it appears on here. It appears on the camera. Huh. No, that'd be giants deep. That's seen in the distance, right? Have we got it in an orbit around the sun accidentally? Like, I'm trying to keep track of where it is. I think we've sent our scout into orbit. It's coming back. Potentially. Huh. Alright. I mean, it's not blowing up yet. Yeah, it got blown up. Never mind. I was hoping that might work. I've also just realised I kind of blocked the scout camera partly. It's not too important. I'm not blocking too much of it. But yeah. Something I hadn't noticed. Jump in. Make sure my little flashlight's on. Just make my way over. I turn off the artificial gravity. Stops the place from spinning, I believe. There we go. It's a centrifugal force, I think, is what's causing the gravity. Yeah, there we go. Everything stops spinning. No? Did I not get you good enough, Mr. Ball? There we go. Grab this. There we are. Make our way back through the reverse teleport. Here we are. My ship. I mean, I appreciate my ship being so eager to come along. I think it took a small amount of damage, seemingly, yeah. That's fine, bro. May just want to move away. Make sure I'm not going to crash into anything. Now we just accelerate. All we need to do is leave, and this gets me another round. And then we can turn around. We're fine. Call my scout back, just so it makes the HUD slightly tidier. We just need to leave. I think maybe like 1,000 kilometers, even that is overkill in terms of escaping a supernova. I think we just need like, I don't know, maybe even like 500 kilometers. We can just leave. This is fine. Ah, Seeker! Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm still messing around in this game. We've got all of the endings that I was aiming for when, like, discovering stuff myself. And I play so many at the same time. I mean, I like having a variety of games on the go as a thing, Seeker. I quite like it. I've got Outer Wilds I'm currently doing. Elden Ring I'm enjoying. I don't want to play just Elden Ring on stream as a thing. Because, I mean, it's a long game. If I was playing just that, I'd get bored of playing just that, I think. Like, it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but I like having a bit more variety to it. Tried playing 2 games and almost lost your name. You know what? Fair enough, Sekiro, fair enough. I'm not gonna fault you for it. Like, I don't know. It's something I prefer doing. And I couldn't tell you entirely why. But I'm happy playing multiple games, and I think I remember what's going on in them. Like, I don't think I have any kind of downside to playing multiple games at once. Simply, I do play multiple games at once. That's all there is to it. Am I playing Doki Doki? I will play it again. I don't know when, but I will. Because people seem to want me to play more of it. And, I mean, I guess I can. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Like, visual novels, I don't think it's my best thing for streaming. Can't believe I left right before the best part. Like, I went for however long I said I'd go for. Anyway, we're about to get another ending, I think. Let's give it a moment. Star explodes. I still think, yeah, it's a little overkill being this far away. But we've survived our supernova. There we go. Look at that in the distance. Isn't that lovely? I'm worried it's still getting closer. It is expanding. But we should be far enough away. Let's just keep accelerating away from it, just to be safe. That looks to be it. It's fading out. And there we go. Well, we've got marshmallows. We've got, like, some canned fish. Brilliant. What more do we need? What more do we need? There's a few stars out there. We could technically revisit now, right? No, all the things have very much been exploded. But you get to actually see the sun. Like, when it's supernova. That's pretty cool. You get to see... Like, Atmosphere and Brittle Hollow is on fire. Same with Hollow's lantern, but strangely, not Timber Hearth. You got whatever this is. What's this? Why is it moving towards it? I don't know. That's our ending. Now, beyond reach of supernova, you drift through space until your ship's resources are finally depleted. There we are. Well, that's that. That's another ending. A kind of boring one, I will admit. It's not the most exciting of endings. If I wake up again, what we want is to immediately die. And possibly traumatize this fella. Get an achievement for that. It's not anyway important, but we've got an achievement, so I'm gonna say it's worth it. And that's the entirety of the memories that get sent back. I'm gonna quickly go up. I'm gonna get the spacesuit and we're gonna come back down. So there's a couple other achievements we can do. And then I'm gonna go for the end of the game again. So you have some time to kill anyway while we wait. River mode, we would like vessel, track that, Lovely. Anyway, down. What are you saying so for Secure? Is it because I'm just being silly and going after like some achievements and endings? Because I've liked the game. I want to do more. What's the point of the game? You can't stop the universe from ending. No, that is not something you can do. Aren't stuck forever. It's simply a case of where's the sorry. Simply a case of learning about the universe and what kind of stuff is going on. I need to reset this. I need to wait for it to be daytime, I think. Or at least for the moon to be passing by to get a couple of achievements. It's got 2 goals right now. 1, land this thing on the moon. 2, land it in the sun. Yeah, the point of the game is finding out what's going on. You go about different planets, you learn about a precursor kind of race. And you learn about what they were doing. What they were doing is... It's not a way to stop it. It's a way to kind of help things. That's not what we wanted. Why is it so prone to just tipping up? God damn it. Like we had the moon just pass us by. Can't believe it. You know, I don't want to say too much in case you want to play. I would very much recommend it if you're into your kind of exploring and learning stuff. I mean, yes. You do sort of avoid it, is the thing. The end of the game, I think I can tell you, because it's not going to spoil everything leading up to it. But basically, you're learning about the kind of universe and what's going on. And your goal is to use that information to get to a certain place, which the precursor kind of race were trying to learn about. And once you're there, you are able to essentially save, not this universe, but the next one. You start a new universe. And you keep the cycle going of life and everything. I think if I just keep launching this should be fun. Did I play Hollow Knight? I did, yes. I'm planning to do Hollow Knight Silk Song when that comes out. I don't know quite where the model rocket is. I don't think it's going into the sun. That didn't quite work. Okay, call it back. Why is it so prone to just flipping? I don't know. Can I purposely just crash it? No. It's incredibly durable. Look, I'll have you know, Sekiro, I have never once claimed to be smart. It's not something I've ever claimed seriously. You know? There's a minute. I could have just used my map. That would have been the sensible thing. The moon is the opposite side. It's going to be tricky to land my little model rocket on the moon. It's one of the achievements I am aware of, and I do want to try and get it, because it sounds kind of difficult and slightly fun. I'd say it's fun. But I could see why some people might not. I'm just chilling. We got some nice music for it. Now, moon is getting closer. It's getting here. There's also another achievement to like knock the scout that's orbiting the planet out of orbit, which could be fun. Because you see that kind of close orbit you've got there? That's a scout moving around the planet. It's in a stable orbit. It's having a lovely time. I can ruin that lovely time it's having. As I know I keep zooming back out. It should be safe to launch up. Why does it keep tilting? Damn it. Okay. Land it on there. I just need to fly it into the moon, I think. Maybe? I can't tell where it is. In relation to everything else, I don't know where it is. God damn it. It's gonna take a long while to get this achievement. I don't know if it's worth it. The thing is, I've realised the stream's gonna end a lot sooner than I thought it would otherwise. I'm just waiting for the sun to come back. I guess for the planet to rotate correctly. We got a quantum moon up there. Apparently. There goes our scout. Or the scout even. I can see it when I launch my own one. That's nice. It's gonna become daytime soon. Attle Rock is sort of coming back up. I think once the moon's nearish to us, we can probably start messing again with launching the scouts. So let's head quickly back on over here. Yeah, I think we can start the model rocket again. Here we go. Just launch it up. We kind of hope the moon comes by soon. Because it should. There we go. I've landed it on Attle Rock. It's an achievement to do that. It's a difficult achievement, in all fairness. But it's still an achievement. Now to land it in the sun is going to be a bit more difficult. Thankfully, big target. I reckon we can manage. I think we can do it. Need to wait until daytime, and judging by this, daytime should be coming. It's not too far off. Like, blind myself briefly if I do that. Cool. But then we can launch it once we're slightly further around. So yeah, sun's coming up on our planet. If I keep it in the atmosphere for now, I can start launching it towards the sun, potentially. So I know where that is on my screen, currently. Still in our atmosphere, I believe. Just wait for the sun to appear. Because we are on the equator, the sun should be lining up correctly in the sky. Okay, I'm starting to lose where it is. I'm going to reset it quickly. Where does the sun go to? Okay, it's taking a while longer than I thought it was what's happening. Wait until the sun's starting to be directly above me. So we ended up getting an angle more kind of in that direction, seemingly. So wait until it's closer above me. The moon is going past. I think we're fine enough to launch a something now. That didn't work. You know, I'm going to avoid trying to do any roll. Making the ship do any kind of a roll is not a good idea, seemingly. I'm just launch it into the sun. There we go. Lovely. That'll hopefully work out fine. I've got no idea. I might. I mean, we are still looking at the sun, which is promising. I'm doing my damnedest to land this in the sun. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know, maybe. I might give up on that one. I think landing on Atoll Rock's good enough. Yeah, we're gonna give up on that one. We have time to still do anything much in this loop. I don't know if we do. Can I have a chat? Wow, that was just like that time external fuel tanks exploded on re-entry. You'll be flying a big one, right? That doesn't sound promising when you say that. Also, I might be able to fly into the sun like this. Let's see. Maybe that's a better angle for going at the sun. Why is it so high up? I mean, I can see it. It's not going where I want it to go. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on that one. I'm having a lovely time, bro. Just chilling back in this area. There is something actually I can do. That's an achievement. Let me try and quickly do this. All I want to do is jump down here. And then we need to find a Nomai artifact of some type. Where exactly does this go further down? So there's going to be a current that takes me out of this room somewhere. That one takes me in. Is this all just going in? Is that all this area is? It might be. That takes me out somewhere different. Is that what I want? I didn't quite get all the way. No, I think that's what I want. There we go. Found what I was looking for. What we're looking for is any Nomai artifacts, like any of them. And if we take that back to the museum, I believe it's another achievement. We're launched up. We get to be up here. Which, honestly, yeah, I can do. This works. Should be just over here. No, that is not where I was aiming. Never mind. That's me going back accidentally. Head out this way then. That one looks promising. Is that what I'm after? No, that's a seed. This way. No, that's not quite what I'm after either. You know what? Just a jump, get myself into orbit. Once I'm in orbit, I can figure out the rest. Yeah, such as here. This ought to have some kind of an artifact. Just try not to die. Dying is generally bad for your health. So yeah, don't do that. That's a whole bunch of ghost mapping things there, yeah. Maybe stay away from that. That's maybe part of that whole dying thing I said to maybe avoid. I know where I want to go and I believe we can get there past that waterfall. fairly certain we can. I just jump, go over to this. There we go. That brings me through here, which I do not have a lot of jetpack fuel left, so I'm going to need to be somewhat conservative with. Let's leave this here so we have our way out. Okay, I'm just achievement hunting at this point. We're going to do on the next loop, I think. Anything actually valuable. And like get to the ending again. All I'm looking for is any type of artifact. Any of them. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Although fancy would be nice. It's not what we need. Also, I've already used my scout. I'm pretty sure there is though. Yeah. Up here we get a scroll. There we are. Just need to do a little jump. Lovely stuff. Then I should, I believe, be able to make my way back to the village by just jumping off of this bridge. There we go. Look at this. Lovely bit of water. We want to continue on through? Not that way. That is not the way we want. Through here. Yes. That's correct. That's us going out back at the village. If we wait for this one to erupt out. Come on, geyser. I know you want to. Any day. There we go. That goes up. I'm now up in the sky. Do we want to go over here? Nope, I did not quite make that. But that's fine. We can take the scenic route. We can take the scenic route. We're not in a huge rush. I don't know why. Because I feel the galaxy should have blown up by now. I mean, it's looking like it's not entirely half. It's very bright. But the sun's always been bright. Just a different kind of bright right now. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Yes, hello. I have brought an item for you, friend. It's actually opened its eyes. It's not important. I'm good. See you about. Did I just like leave that here? No. Bring up to the sky. I swear I'm supposed to get an achievement for doing this, but I guess no. This doesn't count as an artifact. Even though I very much feel like it should. And I can ruin their exhibits. Right? No, I can't. They've just phased through it. Never mind. I didn't manage to ruin the exhibit. Well, you've got a scroll, friend. Have fun. Universe about to end? I hope so. Because I'm kind of run out of stuff to do. Just quickly get back to the ship. Ouch. Might be able to get another achievement here, seeing as my fuel's run out. Like, is the sun doing okay? It shouldn't be. I mean, I think it's not doing well. If I do this, does this get me an achievement for using oxygen as a propellant? Because I think it's meant to. Well, that's fine. Let's just quickly restart the loop. There's a surefire way to do that. That never ended. It was about to end anyway. Watch up close and personal then. Hell yeah. Hello, son. God, yeah, this thing's big. Who would have guessed? I don't think I'm going towards it. I think it is steadily trying to pull me in. I'm just gonna fly right into it as it explodes. Or even better, actually, I've got a plan. Because what we can do is... there's an eject button. So once it starts receding, any seconds now. Yeah, that's looking correct. Quick, eject. Isn't that lovely? You know, we'll get the proper ending again quickly, because we should have someone else at the campfire at the end. It's good fun. It's good fun. So yeah, second, the main part of the game is, yeah, your memories are sent back in time like this. Do you think you're ever going to play the game? Because I can explain the ending I'm about to do. It's not how a star would die. We've taken artistic liberty, I'd imagine. But yeah. If you plan to play the game, I am going to be doing the proper ending right now. So if you think you're at all interested, I would advise not looking. It's a kind of game which you want to learn for yourself. Well, to be fair, you'd very much struggle to replicate what I'm about to do. Simply because I would not have any idea how you'd remember it. Do you want to play it? Brilliant. Okay, so what we're about to do is we are about to take the energy core out of the thing that sends us back in time. Which, for most part, bad idea. You don't want to do that. That's how you actually permanently die. You don't end up looping anymore. However, we're doing it so we can power something different and get to the center of the universe. Or not the center of the universe, the eye of the universe is what it's called. Which, I should have abort autopilot. We're really close to the Ash Twin. So we're going to go to the eye of the universe, and that is like a quantum thing. Once you observe it, it has a fixed state. Until it's observed, it does not have a fixed state. And that's the point of the game. You go in there, you know it's some kind of quantum silliness, and it's good fun. It is good fun. I'm not going to say too much because I'm going to be doing it anyway. You'll be able to see what happens. You just need to wait a little while because the ash on the Ash Twin needs to lower so that we can actually get into a teleporter. Once there, get to the center of the Ash Twin, get our core, we then leave. Once we've left, we go to the vessel of kind of precursor people, the ship they came in that crashed. We put the energy core in there because their previous one is broken. And then we use that to teleport to the Eye of Universe. We then observe it, and we get the end of the game, is what happens. So yeah, quickly make my way into here. I saw the Ash Twin just passing by. It's over to my right. There we go. I see the Twin Towers, which is almost definitely not what they're called. But, I mean, it's a pair of towers. There's two of them. They're for the Ash and the Ember Twin. So, I mean, it is. It's equally not, but it is a sensible name. Now we just wait for a moment. The thing for these teleporters, by the way, Seiko, if you're wondering why I'm waiting, is they need to line up to a certain point for where we will teleport to. For example, if you want to teleport to one on the sun station that orbits the sun, you need to have that little targeting reticle line up with the sun station, which you can just see passing by over there. You're stood on a teleporter. When it lines up, you get teleported. That's how it works. What we're teleporting to is underneath us. So in order to actually teleport, the teleport point is between the two astral bodies. So between Ash Twin, which we're on, the Ember Twin, which will be passing overhead. Once it passes overhead, there's a big, like, kind of pillar of ash that's being pulled from this planet onto Ember Twin. You can hear it coming by. That marks the time when the teleporter works. However, the roof here is broken, so you need to go out while the ash is overhead. Take that, teleport into the middle. There we go. Now all we need to do is, if I quickly make my way around, is we need to turn off gravity. We need to open the thing in the middle. Trippy AF? I mean, yeah, it's using centrifugal force in order for us to properly have gravity. We've turned that off briefly so that we can grab this, because otherwise you can't get into the middle. Because of the teleporter, the return trip is active, we get to just leave. And there we go. We have now left the centre of Ash Twin. I'm going to head on up. I've got the core. What I need to do is I need to go to this vessel, which we have marked previously, which is good, because we're going to need it. I just need to fly, get out of here, and lock onto Dark Bramble. Dark Bramble looks like it might fly me into the sun. I'm going to need to be careful of that. We should be fine though. Yeah, because we've taken out the core, you get this cool kind of music kicking in, because it's meant to be your last kind of trip. Because you've done everything. You figured out how to get to the middle of the universe. And this is you going there. You don't get another chance at this. I guess in universe anyway. Like in game, yeah, you do get as many chances as you need. But in universe, like your character doing this, he is not going to be like surviving if something goes wrong. So yeah, we just need to head into this, which you said it was trippy before. Wait until you see this. Fair warning, it's not just trippy in here. It's also kinda spooky. So, I'm not going to spoil it. You'll see them in a second. You'll know exactly what I mean by them once we see them. Yeah, big ol' anglerfish. They're spooky. I don't like them. But we just need to be quiet. They don't see you. They only hear you. Look at them. Like, creepy little fellas, aren't they? I guess creepy big fellas. They sound asthmatic. Bit of an inhaler, I think. But that's not what's important. It's not important if we need an inhaler. Average English person. You know what? I can say that's a reasonable enough thing to say. I'm Scottish. I'm fine enough insulting the English. Make my way towards this. We just need to get into here, and then we're safe. Is Scotland ever going to get their independence? I don't know. I don't know. I honestly think England's been a bunch of idiots with the whole Brexit thing. I think they're pretty much the only ones that wanted it. But, yeah. I don't know if that's reason enough to get independence. There's a lot of things to consider. We need to remember this pattern now. So, just remember that for me, Seeker. I appreciate it. You got it? Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, previously, I would have thought, no, separating, like, how's that going to help us? That's just going to make things less sturdy. But now we've seen the English are absolute idiots. So, yeah, that doesn't particularly matter. That doesn't work. No, I need to do this. To be fair, I should have known that. We should have known that before. Yeah, you remembered it for me, right, Seeker? It's, thankfully, I have. It's, this. And then... you... And then... this. There we go. And this is the end of the game. We are at the Eye of Wars. I don't know what happens if you put in the wrong coordinates. There's maybe like a joke set of coordinates you can do, but I'm not sure. It'd be fun if you like went and you just found error somehow, you know? Yeah, this is the end of the game. That's what this is. Can I like jump over that to go quicker? No, my scout's gone. My scout has vanished. Did I win? Yeah, this is what winning looks like, Sekiro. Just give it a minute. Give it a minute. It's a little confused right now, but we have won. You know what you said about it being trippy? I think that over there is our star that we orbit normally. You see that kind of closer orange one? That's kind of bigger. Yeah. And it's about to get a whole lot more trippy as well. Because you see this weird sky here. Yeah, it's friendly, I promise. Just ignore the fact that there's lightning. And that it's quite clearly a storm. And it's got lots of spooky noises. It sounds like it wants me dead. If you ignore all of that, it's all fine. You know what, yeah. I'd say it's about accurate. This is London. Also, I do like how when the light flashes from the lightning, like all these kind of trees are disappearing. Because how the quantum stuff works. If you're not observing something, it disappears. And it goes elsewhere. So these trees and whatnot that we're seeing briefly in the lightning, and then they disappear once lightning's gone, is because they're in light, you can see them. and then we're not in light, so you can't see. That's the quantum stuff of this game. It's fun. Yeah, I'm having fun. Yeah, we're about to get to the proper end of the game, though. It's, you missed a few endings. Like, I got the other... yeah, this is a trivia bit sick. I got the other breaking space-time continuum ending. We got one where we just run away from the star as it's supernovas. We got one where we just live in a simulation. And we did meet myself, yeah. I had a nice chat with him. He also doesn't know what's going on. Also, I'm pretty sure if you try and do that kind of weird breaking space-time continuum and then you come here, then the game's not very happy with you. Yeah, because if the system blows up while you're in here, you get the quantum ending. Even if you're in here, you get the quantum ending. I did read, though, from what I saw online. It sets you back to the vessel, like, about to go through here anyway. So it's not quite that mean. Yeah. Yeah, it happens. And currently, we're just doing the ending of the game. And Seker is probably very confused. He's not seen any of this. But, you know, it's a weird way to kind of ruin the ending for yourself, isn't it? Signal scope does not have anything for me. Nope. I think we just continue running around for a bit. Just need these to kind of blow up. Come on. Put me into darkness already. You silly little ball of universe, you. I think these are meant to be like galaxies. Like, these are different galaxies all within the universe, which, as you can see, are blowing up. Maybe they're meant to be solar systems, not galaxies, but something similar. Nothing makes sense right now. That's a good point. Yeah, I think this is the... It's a good ending to the game, but it's equally the least, like, logical part to the game. I'm destroying other people's galaxies? Nah, they're already getting destroyed, don't worry. I'm just speeding up the process ever so slightly. That's all I'm doing. Anything around here? No, nothing. Got Quantum Pillar. Hello, Quantum Pillar. You doing good? I think he is. Signal now. Hell yeah. But you know, this is definitely pretty spooky. I do like it as an ending. It's definitely one of the spookier ones. There goes the trees. Gonna have a bonfire. Lovely. Got, just for good measure. Like, yeah, we may be in the center of the universe, doing all sorts of bizarre stuff, but, nice toasted marshmallow, you know? As I believe we just look away, and things start to happen. Got a chair, look away, look back. Hello, friend. Do you hear music? I do not. That's probably because I'm signal scope out. You ready for this one? This is a fun one. So you got a building? We need a building gone, so just quantum it. It disappears. And there you go. Yeah, the quantum stuff, it's fun, but it makes very little sense. Also, we've got absolutely no other signals, seemingly. We should have more signals. It's not quite time yet. Need others for the next part. No rush. Take your time. There we go. Then we've got oboe. Got drums. Got music. And this is going to be the new one. That's the one we care about. I'm going to save that one for last. This, I think, yeah, this is the Solanum. This is one of the precursor species we met on, like, Quantum Moon. We're just trying to get to this thing. There we go. And there's nothing's actually happening, it's just my brain dying. You know what? This is pretty valid. This is pretty valid. Like, maybe that is what's happening. This is Solanum. Like, that could just be my brain dying. I'm gonna say probably not, due to something we're gonna see in a second. But it could be. That's the new one, we're saving that for last. This one. You're gonna have fun with this one second. You're gonna have fun. Let me just keep on walking in this direction. We'll keep it quiet. Just to make it more fun. It's one of these guys. Chases after you for a moment and then then you get this. I like it. It gave me a freak the first time. This one I think we can just zoom in. Maybe not. No? Do we need to actually go up to that one? Perhaps. We've got two signals over here. Gonna get this drum one first. All I need to do is get to this telescope. Then zoom in and we gather it. Go to that one last. This is what we want. Where you see the tree has an arrow pointing this way. Go to here. Go to here. And it's up there, I think. Yeah. Here we go. Grab this if I can. There we go. Yeah, this is our new one we're about to go to. The prisoner from the DLC. I want to have a chat with him. What happens here? This part is new to me. You got a tombstone, I would imagine. Okay. I don't know what we do here. He's under the ground, seemingly. Oh, more stuff has appeared. What does this do? It gives me a slide reel of the grave being dug out. Can I like fill it back in? I can't. I maybe shouldn't. But now it's been dug out. What's down here? Got like a nice picture. Maybe him and his actual friends from before. We've got pictures of our friends. Other people from the planets. You've got the Nomai. You've got a door. A door which I'd imagine we extinguish all of these. So we're in darkness. And now that opens. Got a mirror. And we've got my friend, look at him. He's looking good. He's got both his antlers. Rather than one of them being broken. He's doing well for himself. Contrary to popular belief. He's doing well. And there he is, just sitting awkwardly to the side. Hello, friend. My kind found the eye and realised what it was capable of. They were terrified. It was too difficult a truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness, obfuscated then lost. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. Weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right. Yet I'm still of my kind. You know now what they did. Cannot promise our fear won't stain your mind. So, a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? I can just tell him to go away. That seems a bit mean. But yeah, nah, join us. Go for it. Don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes. But if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. You joining in? It's not doing any music. Oh, now he's here. Okay. That's interesting. So he actually moves. I'm there to hope that anyone would hear the signal, or how briefly I set it free. Yet, here we are. You ready for final step? I am. I think. Then it's time. Time to send our spark out into the darkness. That's his instrument. You should also begin Ryback. Can't you observe what's entered with the eye? Yep. Have a go. Get some percussion. There we go. Got shirt. What do we want next? I'm gonna say we want this. What do you say, Time Buddy? Ready to start the music? It should be cool, yeah. Maybe just go around like anti-clockwise. What'd you say then? Should you get the old harmonica out? You should. Can't wait to play the whole group again. Can I start? Yes, you can. And just to quickly do that, there we go. Got an achievement. I like my new friend. You need to get your Pokemon stuff set up if you want to catch stuff, Luna. It's not too difficult to do. All you need to do is, it tells you the command, just exclamation mark Poke start. And then it's just Poke catch, you don't need to do anything to follow. I don't think you need to do that, I think just Poke catch works. Ah well. Anyway, I can talk to you some more. How beautiful. That's different than I'd envisioned. Whatever happens next, you're not thinking it is to be feared. I learned a lot by the end of everything. Past is past now, but that's, you know, that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built in the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's time for something new now. Can't believe you both missed the scorpion. Terrible. Terrible. You know it's over now? I had a good time learning. But I think the rules are about to change. I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. You ready to learn what comes next? I think so. Goodbye your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. Tell you what, this has been really fun. I got to make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. The kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? Got it all close, don't you think? Well, it worked out alright in the end, I suppose. I hope there are beasties in the next one. Wow. How long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around the campfire? I'm really happy we're all here. Yeah, he's happy. But it's okay, we're splitting up now. The boy band's separating. Here we go. Yeah, just get flashbang. You can turn around. It's not less impressive, but we can just turn around. There we go. I wonder, because you have jetpack fuel and such, technically you could use up all your oxygen and die in this end bit. I don't know. Yeah, last time we're seeing the proper credits. What was the point? I mean, you'll see it in a minute. You'll see it in a minute, Seiko. What we did is we saw the conclusion of our universe. And we're going to see the start of the next one. Ah, because it's always at max oxygen, it won't induce. Like, even if you fly away from the trees. Like, you've not got max oxygen when you're on the, like, actual eye, rather than whatever this place was. Like, when you're in the kind of quantum looking area, I'm pretty sure your oxygen can go down, right? I might be wrong. Equally, you might be able to reduce it when you're on the ship once it arrives at the eye. I don't know. Everyone still died? I mean, yes, but it's allowing it to continue, is what it's doing. Like, it doesn't matter for us, but it matters for whoever comes after us, is the thing. I'm trying to just the slightest bit, right? I think that should be better. There. I do get what you mean, Voseka. To us, it doesn't mean a lot. But to whoever otherwise wouldn't have existed, I'd imagine it means quite a bit. And I mean, if you've played all the rest of the game, learning about what's going on, talking to these characters and such, it's a nice ending, I think. Because it's not about stopping the universe from blowing up. It's about just accepting it and letting it happen. You know? I mean, yes, it wouldn't matter if they hadn't existed. You're right. But isn't there, like, more point in, like, starting something new as opposed to just letting everything end? Like, I'd say so. Yeah, I'm expecting the art to be slightly different. I'm looking forward to it. No, it's not more valuable in creating something than just sitting there idly. I mean, I guess you're not going to be there to witness what comes next. Like, I do see what you mean. I do. Also, I feel this is different ending music than we've had last time. Like, very slightly different. It's good ending music, I like it. I mean, I think it's open to interpretation, is what I think. Like, I would agree it's about accepting everything's ending and embracing that and saying, yeah, everything's ending, but new stuff can still happen. rather than like taking the core and running away and saying, okay, I'm just gonna go starve out in space. Because I think that's less important. You could do it without something new starting, yes. That is correct. But it kind of gives closure to everything, so you've not got anything left to do. Like, in terms of, like, actual repercussions in universe, sure. There's not much, really, to your character. Like, say you were playing Skyrim or something. Your actions there, yeah, they would logically affect your character's life after the game, right? This isn't the same because of a time loop. There's not much you could affect. Like, if you were having a lasting effect, and then that immediately goes away, that kind of defeats the point. Because the entire game takes like 22 minutes for the loop. So any lasting effects you have, at most, will last 22 minutes. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if us observing it makes it happen. Us observing it lets us meet all our friends. Yeah, 14.3 billion years later. We get our little bit of art. Which, yes, does look a little different. I don't remember it being... No, this is looking the same, never mind. I was going to say that background looks like it's 3D. The rest is kind of 2D, but no, this is different. Yeah, what exactly happens? You've got the little people. You've got... I don't entirely know what that is, but some other light-related people from the DLC. And our favourite character, the Scout. Gotta love the Scout coming by. I mean, you could say us observing it has directly caused things to happen then. Because there's more species in that cutscene based on who you've met, right? Like, I'd say we do have an effect on the next universe to come, due to our thoughts and then observation of the universe. Or the eye of the universe. Like, I don't know. I think you've got an effect on it. I think that is something you can reasonably take away. I don't actually know what that place is, Sekir, but that's... I'm assuming like an organised thing. Yeah, we knew about Harfins and No Mice, it was 2. Then we've met a 3rd from the DLC. Was there multiple species there? I thought it was like one species around the campfire, one with the lantern. And like the little ritual looking site. Like the lantern and ritual site look to be the same thing. I don't remember there being a second one before. There's definitely new species though. There is definitely a new one in that end. But yeah, I think that is as much as we're going to do of Outer Wilds. Lovely game. Lovely, lovely game. I very much enjoyed it. But yeah, that is all for now. I'll need to figure out what I'm playing next on Fridays. I think I'll go back to maybe doing a little bit of just balancing stuff around between indie games and something else. I might do more Doki Doki, because, I mean, Sekir says he wants me to. Other people have said they've wanted me to as well. So I might go back to it. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that is all. I very much appreciate the company. I've had a lovely time with this game. Yeah, I'll see you about. Bye for now. The fun of Doki Doki? Somewhat. I don't think visual novels are the best for streaming. I can stream it again though if people want me to. I'm happy to. That's fine. Yeah, bye for now.